there, avid listeners. Thanks again for tuning into Sin's Workshop. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we're going to be talking about Romeo and Juliet by Dana L. Davis. It is a contemporary and realistic retelling of Romeo and Juliet that does get the Hamilton treatment. And by that I mean there's a play inside of this novel. It's called a hip opera. It's a diverse, energetic retelling of Romeo and Juliet, and you know what? I am here for it. I am here for it. Let me tell you. Okay. I think some of the best parts of this story are scenes from the hip opera of Romeo and Juliet. I mean, I thought they were incredible, and someone needs to bring this thing to life. Let me just say that. Someone needs to bring this story to life. I don't care who, but someone who will respect the author's integrity and will make this as amazing as Hamilton was. So, Miranda Lin-Manuel, come on, as a fellow Puerto Rican, you need to get on this. That is what I'm going to say on that. It needs to get done. No one needs to argue with me about this. Someone just needs to bring it to life because I think it was so much fun to read, and I loved the atmosphere in the storytelling. I loved the energy. I loved the overall story as a whole. You know, I thought it was really engaging. I thought it was really compelling. I thought it was really thoughtful. This is a story that is amazing. I mean, I can't stress that enough, how amazingly wonderful this story was. It was thoughtful, it was compelling, it was diverse, and you know what? It deserves so much recognition for that alone. Now, that being said, even though the play within the story were probably my favorite parts, it doesn't take away from the overall storytelling at all, not one bit. I think Davis did an incredible job with her characterization. I think she did an incredible job with her storytelling because she's able to tell this story about a girl, you know, about Jersey. She's an African American girl who has worked her tushy off to make it to Broadway. She's worked so hard and she's had such strong support from her family behind her to make it this far in life, and I think that that's really thoughtful. I think one of the best things parents can do for their children is support them unconditionally and hold their hands when things don't go according to plan. You know, if you just aim for the moon, you know, aim for the moon, aim for the stars, you know, aim high in life. It doesn't matter if there are going to be lots of hurdles. I mean, for Jersey, there are a ton of hurdles for her to face. But I think the support she gets from her family, they are what helps her. They keep her grounded. They enable her to be strong, you know, to have that foundation. And I thought that that was really compelling, and I thought it was really thoughtful on Davis's part to show that a strong support system is what's best for everyone, you know, for your children. They support her, but they don't control her. But of course, they set boundaries for her safety, you know. And I think I love this mutual respect that they have for one another as well. She respects her parents, her parents, and her aunt and her brother. You know, everyone respects her. So it is ultimately, in my opinion, a really good look at an African American family. So that's another thing I want to say. I love that African American authors are telling these stories away from stereotypes. I appreciate that. I think stereotypes are so just bad, So I like how African American authors are taking ownership of their color, of their culture, and stepping away from the stereotypes and telling society as a whole, like, your perceptions of me are not correct. So that's something I like about this story as well, especially with Jersey. I mean, she is kind of amazing as a character, She's worked hard. She understands music composition. She can sing. She can dance. She can act. She can write music. She is a threat to society, basically. She's a threat to this Star City. She is overall an amazing character, and I love that she has risen so far on her hard work. So I also like Zeppelin. I appreciate once again that this author is not just going into stereotypes. Zeppelin is definitely not your stereotypical white boy. He's an Italian. He is into music because it gives him a stronger connection to his mother, who has passed away and who was an opera star. I like the depth that Davis put into his characterization. That being said, I wanted more with the dynamics between Zeppelin and Jersey. They're good characters. I do love the romance that flourishes between them. I just wanted more development into it. I feel like we were rushed too quickly into this romance, and this idea of love at first sight. So I wanted a little bit more fleshing out of their chemistry, because we do get to see it, but I wanted more of it to make their relationship a little bit more believable. Now, like I said, the storytelling is amazing. I love the progression of the story. I like how it's not just your typical, Romeo and Juliet story. It's definitely not, and I like this fresh, once again, contemporary, unique spin on the story. It's more invested in the characters than it is about some forbidden romance, and that's what I like about it. And I do appreciate how the ending is a happy ending. Granted, I think it's a little too neat. The antagonist, Cindy, she sees the errors of her ways. They become BFFs. I think the ending is a little too neat for my liking. There's lots of tension. There's lots of hurdles that Jersey has had to go through to be the star, rightfully and deservedly so, of this Broadway, musical. But I think, given everything that happened, it just ties up a little bit too neatly for my taste. I wanted more from the story overall in the end, and then I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, because I enjoyed it so much. I just felt like it ended too quickly. I think, like I said, I already wanted to see more between Zeppelin and Jersey. I wanted to see more chemistry between them. I wanted to see the romance developed a little bit more. So that's probably one of my issues of why I think I wanted more of this story. But I also wanted to see more scenes of this opera in the story as well. More scenes of this play, of this musical. I wanted to see more of that in the story as well. So I think Davis is on to something with her storytelling. And that's another reason why I really want to see Romeo and Juliet brought to life as a musical on stage. Not this story, but the play within the story. I think Davis is really on to something. And I want to see what she's on to. I want to see her retelling. I want to see her musical brought to life. And that's probably why I want more from the story, and why I'm like, what, that's it? That's the end? That was me at the end. I was like, I want more. I need more. I need more. I really did enjoy it overall as a whole. So Davis, please tell me that Someone is going to make this a reality. I beg of you. Someone needs to make this a reality. I'm not kidding. Someone needs to do it. But in any case, this was Roman and Jewel. I'm going to go ahead and give it a 4.5 out of 5 stars, just because I really did want to see the romance just developed a little bit more, and because it wasn't, it felt a little bit too rushed. I can't go ahead and give it that 5-star rating that I think otherwise I would give it. If you want to go ahead and purchase the book, go ahead and purchase it at bookshop.org. If money's tight, please check out the book from your local library, and please support the author and booksellers in any way that you can. Read it, review it, recommend it, and let's make some noise. Let's make Roman and Jewel a reality. I think as a team, I think we can do it together. And on that note, hope you all have a great rest of your day. Please don't forget to support me and this podcast by liking it, subscribing, and sharing it with all your book-loving friends. As always, everyone, happy reading.